Okay, so first of all, I want to thank all of you for your responses. I didn't expect it, which was fantastic and extremely inspirational. And I wanted to very quickly, this was not my plan, this is kind of one of those spontaneous videos that comes because I was walking home, I was walking to the office this morning. I often walk down and I saw that there's some new construction that's happening. And this is for a new project that hopefully Dom will announce in the next few years. And as I looked across this pretty meadow that was all frozen, on the other side there was this construction and the trees are gone. Like a big chunk of trees are gone. And this is a territory that I know pretty well. I had gone to see it with a group of people, and one of them in particular is an expert on the terrain in the Piemonte area. And we had long conversations about the fact that if we were to develop anything in this area, it would be an area that has to be well thought of for the plant world and the human world from different types of considerations. One part is the fact of just the physical landscape. It's a landscape that has, it's quite mountainous in a sense, like there's lots of little hilly areas, and therefore from the perspective of making sure that the land and that the physical terrain is all stable, it's extremely important to think about which trees to leave, which shrubs to leave, which ones to take away, and things of that nature. But at the same time, it is also right in the heart of a very kind of wooded area. And so from the perspective of also the connection that the trees have to what's happening around them is extremely important. And I haven't gotten close. I saw it from afar, and I saw that a lot of, the landscape is gone. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it opened a question, which is I think the question I wanted to bring to you now in a very brief format, which is man versus plants, human versus tree. We oftentimes build, we have to build. I mean, we expand, we take space. Definitely for me, what I've noticed is that as I connect more into the plant world, my space consumption is, I don't want to say reduced because that's not the right word. It's more conscious. I'm very conscious about how I use my space. I'm very conscious about thinking, do I need more space? Should this territory be bigger from a human perspective, or how much do we leave natural? And I think this is, I guess, my question to you, do you, as you're building out your homes, as you're choosing where to go and construction that needs to be done in any which way, shape, or form, even the way you use your space indoors? I mean, I think a lot about the right balance between, should I have houseplants, especially since I'm quite terrible with houseplants. I love the plant world, but I am quite the murderer when it comes to houseplants. I'm very good with trees. I love trees. And therefore, I have only a few very select houseplants that have become my friends, ones that I feel like I can connect with to a point where we have a mutual living situation. They help purify my air and things of that nature. But anyways, so I'm very conscious of having my space match what I feel like is important of that balance with the plant world. And I wonder, do more people do this? Are you thinking about it as you plan your front yards, as you think about what's happening? Do you think about the connection of the plant world and whether or not a tree really needs to be cut down, whether that bush really needs to be torn up? Is what I'm putting in ornamental, and therefore can I create it in with the plant world? Can I create decorations or beauty that is both functional as well as, useful for this cohabitation between the plant world? So my question to you is, does anybody else think about these types of things, or is it just me?